Guys, welcome back again. Once again, bringing you another octominer build, introducing the 6700 XT reference models. I have 9 of them. I kind of went overboard, so I'll just put one to the side and maybe use it later, but whatever, no big deal. But I'm gonna do the same thing like how I did with the 3070 Founders Editions. I'm just gonna kind of fast forward through it, have some fun, play some cool music. So enjoy. If you guys are curious, I'm not actually going to turn this rig on tonight. I really don't have time. I mean, it can be a long time before I actually get them all tuned up. And like I said, I only have time just to pretty much build this thing out and cable manage. I know Red Pen Mining, shout out to him. He had 8 6700 XTs reference models, and he spent hours upon hours troubleshooting. He could not get them to work. Maybe because they were used, I have no idea. So I'm expecting to have the same issue, but I guess we'll see what happens. But let's just add these dust covers. I forgot to do them for the 3070s. We'll add them right now, get the octominer opened up, and just start placing them in. So we found an issue. I actually didn't check all my cases when I received them, which I should have, but you guys see this stain right here? Oh my God, it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to message Octominer and see what's going on. But that's not Octominer's fault, that's literally shipping. I mean, that's pretty bad, look. As you guys can see, that sucks. That truly sucks. A little annoyed, because I spent my hard-earned money on this, but that sucks, that really does. Well, I just have to see what happens now, but let's just carry on with the video.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. Pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all. exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I've weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to.
So unfortunately, I will be cutting this video short. It's my fault. I should just stopped what I was doing, grabbed another octominer, and continued with the video. I was able to inspect where the breakout board is at. I don't see any physical damage, but it makes me worry that if I plug this thing in, there could be some major damage that it can affect all my cards, and I wouldn't want that to happen. I want to see if I can try to get this fixed. As you guys can tell, I've taken out the 6700 XTs. I put them in a brand new case. So far, I've taken out some of these screws and I took this one piece off. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that on camera just because I know this is just going to be a long video, but I figured I'd keep you guys updated on what's going on. I just want to check if there's any damage. So let's just get into it and let's see what we can find. So I really tried as hard as possible not to take so much out. I ended up having to take the motherboard out, the back plane. I ended up taking this part out that houses the power supplies. Also, the breakout board is right here, and it doesn't look like there is any damage to the breakout board, which that's really good news. It looks like, I'm not exactly sure what could have even happened during delivery. Even if it was delivery, I'm assuming so. I mean, the box isn't that damaged where this dent is, but I'm not exactly sure. But whatever, at least I was able to get it, so this makes it easier. I wish, though, I could get this piece off, but I won't be able to because I actually don't have the tool to put these back. These are, guys, leave a comment down in the comment section below. I forget what these are actually called, but I would have to drill this out, and then I would need a tool. It's like a nail, and it just pops in place or whatever. I can't remember the name of it, but whatever, no big deal. So what I'll just do is I'll try to straighten this as much as possible, and then we'll go from there. As you guys can see, I think I did a pretty good job. I mean, it's not perfect. You can see it right here. Let me get a little bit closer so you guys can see. I mean, I would like to take this thing apart and get this pretty straight, but I really don't have any time to do that, and it doesn't make any sense in my opinion. As long as everything's working properly and I can actually slide in and slide out the power supplies, at this point, that's all I really care about. What I'll do is I'll put this thing back together just to check to see if the power supplies work, and just pretty much have this thing running for just a little bit and see if there's no internal problems. And after that, put this thing back in the box. I'm not gonna lie, my back is killing me. Oh my God. So laying down right now, getting comfortable. You can see my feet right there. But anyways, so I noticed putting this thing back together, this right here is just like a little bracket, and this is pretty much your weak spot. So this right here and up here are certainly weak spots. So obviously when this thing was dropped, it dented and pushed all this forward, so I could not get the last two power supplies off. When I put it back on, everything went smoothly, and as you can tell, it's a lot better right there. And here's the rest of the server case. I actually had to go back on one of my videos and figure out how to actually put the motherboard back together with all these different connections, but I was able to get everything properly put together, and I guess moment of truth, here we go. So fans are kicking on. That's really loud. You can see the green light is on. I hope you guys can hear me. The green light is on the breakout board. And then I've got the last two power supplies plugged in only. Obviously no damage to these two power supplies, and what we'll do is we'll disconnect this and check these two right here and close it back up. So far so good. So let's check those two top power supplies and see if they work. If they work, then we're good to go. Everything is working properly. I don't see any damages to anything internally. And I actually did plug in an Ethernet cord just to make sure that this motherboard was working, because I had an issue with an old octominer, guys. Check that video out where the actual motherboard wasn't working. It was the Ethernet port on the motherboard, so they had to ship me a new one. Other than that, guys, once again, I appreciate it. Sorry for the long video, but I mean, these are just things that happen. I mean, this thing was shipped from China, so I would assume it got pretty dinged up, but thank God it was just this one. The other case is good to go. So these are all 5 octominer cases. As you can see, this is my 6600 XT rig, and man, look at that. It's pretty dirty. But as always, guys, I greatly appreciate you guys checking out my channel. Somebody's at the door. But once again, take care and be safe. Bye.